What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? How's everybody out there doing today? Quick live show. I was watching my man Mike. I don't know if he was still going, but he was stuck for a minute there. And I didn't see him moving or saying anything. So I decided to come on live because I said I was going to come on live right after his show. So, with that being said, guys, I don't know how much you guys have been keeping up with the news lately, but I watched a video that my man Barry. Barry, is that you in the WhatsApp group or is that Mr. B? I never know which Barry is putting out information in the WhatsApp group. But anyway, they put out a video from another YouTuber that was talking about the VA Claim Insider. And I actually went to the YouTube channel for the news station and watched the report that they did on the Veterans Claim Insider. That's why I titled the video, People Will Do Anything, Almost Anything, for Money, or what people are willing to do for money, because that's true. Once you start making money, man, you're going to do whatever it takes to keep making money, regardless of what the intentions started out to be. I would imagine, I don't know this for a fact, but I would imagine that that guy and his wife started out with the best intentions of helping as many people as they could. But as the money started rolling in, um, they don't want to let that money go. So they started doing things to keep that money coming or to get even more money. Because that's the thing about the government. Our government is massive. And it takes a long time for them to catch on to things or to catch up to stuff. But eventually they do. And normally when they do, it never really turns out good in the company's favor. So that's why I wanted to bring that up, man, and just talk about that real quick. It's like some of this is on veterans, right? Veterans have got to read and understand what they're getting involved in. The thing about a contract, it takes two people to enter a contract. Most of the time, people who are entering a contract never go over the details, never read it, they don't understand it. They just figure they're getting ready to get some money, so they'll just sign the contract, not knowing they could be signing away the next 5 years of giving somebody 10% or 20% of what you get from the VA. And it's not illegal because you entered the contract willingly. So all I would say to people is, man, try to figure out, if you don't know, bring somebody with you that you trust to help you through the process. Hey, I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to jump on real quick while I'm on. But take someone with you to help you understand the process if you're not clear. If you're on medication, you can't think clearly, hey, get somebody to help you before you enter into a contract you don't fully understand. All right? Same thing for my vets who are abroad. You vets who are abroad, you're supposed to be the gatekeepers for the Department of Veterans Affairs to let them know when something abroad is not right. Not only are you helping your own U.S. government, but you're helping other veterans who may be wanting to go to a service that may be no good. You're helping them out as well. It does you as a veteran no good to go somewhere, the service is not what you expected, you didn't get the help that you need, and then you say nothing. And then somebody else comes behind you and has the same bad experience. You could have kept them from doing that. Or in the reverse, you had a great experience. You could help somebody who may be there looking for somewhere to go. So that's why I just wanted to bring that up, man, that money is a driving factor for a lot of people. It has caused a lot of people a lot of anguish, a lot of pain, and has put people in places they never thought they would be in, like prison. So I basically wanted to say that, man, is like, don't enter into a contract blindly. Regardless of what they're offering you, regardless of what they tell you, I don't care how many years of experience or whatever the hell else they're talking about. Know what you're signing when you sign these contracts with these companies and they're telling you they got all this experience of ex-employees. Most of the time, they probably never even step foot in a VA office. Just keeping it 100. All right. Let's see. Barry says, nope, that's Mr. D. I don't know why he doesn't say it. Yeah, I don't I don't be knowing who it is. What's up, T Mix? How you doing? Talking to T Mix. What's going on, Howard? How you doing today? Talking to Howard. You talking to Barry. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Are you all aware of who Tommy Tuberville is? He is a representative out of the state of Alabama, my home state. So he's decided that he's going to go on this crusade to stop people from being promoted and getting the promotion that they deserve, because he wants to protest the abortion, what do you call it, policies that they have. Now, hey, if you disagree with it, Mr. Tuberville, cool. You know, you want to protest it for a couple days, cool. But in all honesty, you're just grandstanding at this point, because nothing that Tommy Tuberville is going to do is going to change the policy at all. He's just causing anguish and problems for people who don't deserve it. That's all he's doing, because nothing is going to change. Nothing. Nothing at all. So I don't understand the point of continuing it, other than to just put himself out there to make it look like he's doing something, when in actuality, what he's doing is not going to change one damn thing. Nothing. That's the shame part of it. It's like these families who are waiting for these promotions, waiting for these positions to be filled, can't do it as long as he's holding this one procedure up, preventing them from getting the promotions that they deserve. That is a shame. And then I have one last thing before I get up out of here, guys. And that is, have you guys watched, I don't know how many of you all watch C-SPAN at all, but they had a hearing today between the partnership with the PGA Tour and Live Golf, the Saudi Arabia golf tournament championship, where they're talking about merging. And as I was watching it, I noticed that there were a lot of red hats in the back that says 9/11 justice. For those of you who are not aware, but most of you I'm sure are aware, when 9/11 happened, which was over 20 years ago, the attack was supposedly from who? Saudi Arabia. People from Saudi. And now they want to merge and what they call it? Sports wash all that away. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about that. And I wish you would leave a comment about how you feel about that. But for me personally, I don't think they should merge. You know, money, once again, this is why this is a topic. This is why I titled it the way it is. People are willing to do anything for money. So because the Saudis want to throw all this money at golf, and all these people want to get this money, they're willing to let what happened to people who are still suffering today because of long exposure out there, 9/11, because of all the injuries and things that they suffered from on 9/11, they're willing to let all that slide for money. That's the crazy part, man. Money. Money will change people's whole perception about things. You put enough of it in front of people, they're willing to pretty much do whatever to get that money. You know, I thank God every day that I'm in a position where I don't have to get on YouTube, make up stuff, lie to you guys, try to show you pictures of women or whatever to get you to watch, just so I can survive overseas. I thank God for that. I thank God for that every day. I really do. Um, I I've talked to some people recently, and some of the things that some of the people are willing to do just to come to this country, it's incredible. It is incredible. But I wish I could show you guys, you all out there with these false beliefs and these uh, urges that you have, what happens to people in these countries? Because there are videos out there floating that shows exactly what could happen to you when you come to this country and you partake in some of the things that people do here. It ain't pretty. And I wish YouTube would allow me to play some of these videos so it can open up some of you guys' eyes who like to travel abroad and you don't know what you're doing. Or you're going with intentions of uh, meeting people on the street and you're not street savvy, or you listening somebody else tell you some things about the streets here. I wish I could put stuff like that on YouTube so you can see for yourself what people actually go through here. And I'm not talking about the locals. I'm talking about the expats. I'm talking about the tourists, what they actually go through instead of the fantasy that is painted to you guys on a daily basis. If you guys only knew the reality of the situation, which has made me change my mind about telling people, hey, this is what you should look out for. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm really not. What I'm going to do instead is encourage all you people that want to participate in that world to come. You know why I want to encourage you to come? Because it was explained to me by a local how beneficial it is to have as many desperate American tourists come as possible. I'm like, how is that beneficial to you? Well, it does two things. One, it keeps the crooks from looking at people like me who don't participate in that world because they're too busy robbing you. And the second one is everybody eats off the desperate men that come here. That's why they're not going to change their policy. That's why they're not trying to put more police out there. That's why they're not trying to investigate anything. Why would they change? I had a friend explain to me, look, the lowest criminals here are getting $4,000 to $5,000 a month just from robbing tourists. So why would you want to discourage that? They're not robbing me or people like me that don't participate in that. Then I'm like, you know what? Y'all keep coming. I'm just speaking honest. Y'all keep coming. By all means, keep coming. Because as long as you're coming and you're doing that, they're not looking at me. They're not even worried about me. They're too busy making money off you to worry about me. And I love that. I love it. So by all means, for all of you all out there that are so desperate to come here, you trying to find ways around the visa situation, don't worry about it because you're going to get robbed in the end, so it don't even matter. Come on out. Let them take $2,000, $3,000 from you, your cell phone, your computer, so they can be happy, so they don't have to bother me. And that's the truth. That's the honest to God's truth. I never thought about it that way, but when they broke it down to me and I really thought about it, and I'm like, you're right. I don't have problems here. Nobody's looking for me because I'm not in those areas. I never frequent places like that. So they have no reason to look for me. But a lot of you all, hey, knock yourself out. I'm right there rooting for you. I'm right there rooting for you. What's going on, Mike? I tried to watch the show, man. But hold up, where am I at? Let's see. I appreciate that, T-Mix. Man, I tried to watch the show, but you froze up for like a minute or two. I was like, all right, I guess he's going to shut it down. And then I moved on because I told you I was going to come on here live. But I got the link in here if anybody wants to jump on real quick. I'll throw it down here again. I'm only going to give about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to get up out of here. But here's the link right here. I'm talking to Mike. Makes no sense. Oh, hey, T-Mix, let these grown people do what they do. Like Mike used to tell me, let them live. Let them live. You're right. Let them live, because the only way that people gonna learn is through experience, and they got a hell of a way to teach you here. All right, so earlier today, J Love, I put a video. I sent the video out of a guy of a foreigner. Your phone got hot. Yeah, it looked like it was warm out there where you were, Mike. I put a video out in the group, and I sent it to a couple people of a foreigner in Bogota fighting with the police. Now, why in the world? What is going on for this man to be fighting with the police? Well, J Love sent me the link to the news in Bogota, because that happened in Bogota, of a foreigner fighting with the cops. Well, he ain't got to worry about fighting with the police no more. When they get ready to put his ass, he ain't got to worry about that. He can go ahead and find him a Colombian lawyer and get ready to hunker down here in Colombia for a while. Okay. Apparently pretty much all of it was over a cell phone. Believe it or not. Over a cell phone. This man probably gonna spend a couple years in prison over a cell phone. I want y'all to think about that for a second. You come here on vacation. You get that upset, that frustrated over a cell phone. You fighting with the police and punch them in the face. There had to be a lot more wrong with that situation other than a cell phone. More than likely, probably got robbed, got frustrated, brought his ass all the way here, ended up not doing what he thought he was going to do, and this is a result of that. That's more than likely what really probably happened. But hey, you live and you learn. That's just how things go. You know, it's unfortunate, but hey, that's the truth. But all right, guys, that's all I got for today. Unless there's some more questions out there, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But you vets out there, I'm going to make this plea to you vets out there. If you see something, say something. Help out your federal veterans. If you're in a VA hospital, you see somebody's doing something wrong, and a VA employee, a VA doctor, a psychiatrist, dog, y'all need to report these people. You can't expect it to change if nobody says anything. Because if you don't say anything, they don't know anything's wrong. You go to see a psychiatrist, and all the psychiatrist does is look at their watch, look at the wall, look at the clock, really ain't paying you no attention. You got to report that. They're supposed to be there to help you, not to get through 20 minutes of the session. Same with a doctor. You go to see a doctor, the doctor on the phone, the doctor's writing all kind of notes. Hold on the computer. Next thing you know, okay, tell them you're going to have to reschedule, you're going to come back. No, that ain't what you're here for. Your time is just as valuable as their time. It's not your fault that they overloaded the doctor with 10 vets that day. You there to get help. And if you don't report these things, they don't know. Same way overseas. You go to a service overseas, it's not right. You got to report that. The VA is not overseas. They don't know. Unless you guys say something about issues, these people have no way of knowing. But once they find out and they start an investigation, now they're going to make some changes. But if we never say nothing and we keep it to ourselves, we frustrated, we upset because we don't think the system is working right, it's never going to work right if you don't say anything. You have to be able to say something. Let's see. I hope everybody that needed it too did their PACT Act filed by Sunday. Man, I've talked about this. I put stuff out just like the clothing allowance. That last week of July, I'm going to at least bring up the clothing allowance at least one time every day next week. And a short and everything else, man. Barry, you can only lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink it. You can only tell them about it. And you got people that still like, man, should I file? Shouldn't I file? I can't tell you what you should do. But if you do research and you look into it, because they're basically saying, if you were here, you have whatever it is. But like I said before, Barry, there's a lot of vets who are already receiving the benefit, right? They may have called it something else, but you'll see when the final numbers come out that a lot of people who have like respiratory issues, heart issues, uh, whatever else is going on with them that could be caused by issues from the base, I guarantee you, the vast majority are already getting paid for it. Why else would the government all of a sudden agree to this? They looked at the numbers. They know there's going to be some that's going to benefit from it, but the vast majority, no, they're not. Yeah, last Sunday, T-Mix, let's see. I walked my doggone clothing allowance in last month, stamped and copied. Yeah, man, that clothing allowance is worth a lot. For one, it's almost $1,000. 900, what is it? 981 and change this year. There's no excuse. July 31st is the last day. July 31st. August 1st, too late. They start paying in September. I'm gonna repeat it again. July 31st, last day. Which I believe July 31st is on a Monday. The 1st is on a Tuesday. So you're gonna have no excuse, ladies and gentlemen. $981. You better get it done. Yes, no allowance for cream or wrist brace. So you check to make sure that the cream you have, there's no clothing allowance for it, T-Mix? Because there is a website you can check. VA clothing allowance, prosthetics and creams. Make sure it's either on that list or not on that list. Let's see. Everyone that was deployed downrange needs to file that PACT claim because there's no telling what's lurking in our bodies undetected. Correct. Right? Y'all showed me. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Barry, like I said, you can't make people do stuff, man. You can tell them all day. The VA is doing their I forgot what they call it, some kind of thing they're doing for 50. They're doing 50 events this month. Go to the VA's website or call 1-800-82,000. I'm sorry, 1-800-827-1000 to see if it's in your area so you can go participate and listen to what they have to say. But all I can do is put information out there, man. And it's up to people whether or not they want to follow it or go see for themselves or read up on it for themselves or file a claim. It's strictly up to them. All right, guys. But hey, that's it for today. I appreciate everybody watching as always, guys. And until the next time, I'm out of here. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your day.